What is going on, guys? Thanks for coming back for another moto vlog. It is a beautiful October day again. We got, everybody and their grandpa out golfing.
A little help. Check out the 9-iron on this one.
It's a really nice day. It's a perfect day to get on the motorcycle and take it for a ride. I'm headed out on a new road. I'm not sure if it's going to be any good or not. Probably just going to be slow. I don't know what the speed limit is out there. It looks kind of decent on a map, but we'll see what it's like. So today's video topic is one that's been on my mind for quite some time now. Basically, I had a conversation with a past coworker of mine quite a while ago. Not going to name any names or places, but it was about synthetic oil. And some of the stuff he was saying was just plain out incorrect, and it was just nonsense. So I figure if he thinks that, there must be other people out there that have, misconceptions about synthetic oil. So that's what I'm going to be covering today. Today I want to cover, is synthetic oil really better? What is synthetic oil? And is synthetic oil, I guess, worth the extra cost? Usually synthetic oil is maybe twice as expensive as conventional regular oil. So first off, I think I should probably cover the importance of oil. A lot of you guys probably know the importance of oil and, obviously what it's used for in an engine, but I'm just going to cover it and just to kind of drive the point home. So the main importance of oil and the main job of oil is to obviously lubricate. And I think the majority of people obviously know that, but I do want to expand on that a little bit. Not only does oil just lubricate, that is what it does, but actually what happens in an engine is the piston doesn't even contact the outer bore or the outer walls of the cylinder. What allows an engine to last, hundreds of thousands of miles is the fact that the pistons actually ride on a super thin layer of oil in between the piston and the cylinder wall. That's what they use for mail trucks out here, if you guys didn't know. Out in the hills, since we get tons of snow and hundreds of inches of snow in some places, the post office actually has Jeeps that they deliver the mail in. And if you think about that logically, it actually makes a whole lot of sense why that is, because if you actually had metal rubbing on metal, if you had your piston rubbing on your cylinder walls, I mean, let's be honest, that wouldn't last long at all, right? I mean, the metal would just get shaved down and it would just wear out. It's truly amazing when you think about the life that you can get out of an engine just by simply having it properly lubricated with the correct oil. Just so you guys know, I've never been down this road and I have no idea where I'm going. So we're just basically driving up into the hills. So there's one more thing I just quickly want to cover before we start talking about synthetic oil. And that is how you grade oils. What does a 5W30 mean? What does a 10W30 mean? And what are the differences between those? When you think of an oil, you think of, 5W30 is like super common, 5W20 is super common. And the first part of that 5W or that 10W, is a viscosity rating. Basically how well the oil flows at a colder temperature of, I believe, freezing. I believe they test it at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I could be wrong, you guys can correct me on that part of it. And the second part of that oil grade, like that 5W30, the 30 part, is how well that oil flows, or the viscosity rating of that oil at 100 degrees Celsius or 210 degrees Fahrenheit. That's basically the operating temperature of pretty much most engines. We are so deep in the hills right now. Basically, my plan to get out of here is just take the same road I did back, because I have no idea where I'm going. So next, let's actually talk about what is the difference between a synthetic oil and a conventional, just regular oil. So basically the main difference between a conventional oil and a synthetic oil is just the fact that conventional oils are based from crude oil. They're just based from, think of a barrel of crude oil just refined down. And synthetic oils are based from other things. I'm not telling you they're based from like vegetable oil, but think of stuff like that. They're not necessarily based from a crude oil. They're based from other oils that are synthetic. Oh, this is a dope spot for a picture. Oh, I have no idea where I am. Silver City Community Hall. Huh. Looks like a shack to me. I don't know. It's got a flag on it. Dang. I've literally been stopped here for like 10 minutes and no one has even come by. Out in the boonies, man. That's the smallest community hall I've ever seen in my life. Not to mention that it has like a field full of cow crap all over it. Whoa. Alright then. Silver City Road turns into gravel. Oh crap. The whole thing is gravel. This is like kind of a cool place though. I don't know if this is somebody's house or like a lodge or something. I don't even know. So the main question everybody asks and everybody kind of wants to know the answer to is synthetic oil actually better for your engine versus conventional oil? And the simple answer to that question is yes. Synthetic oil is actually much better for your engine versus a conventional oil. And there's several reasons why, and I'll go into detail about each of these a little bit. The first reason is conventional oil breaks down a lot easier and a lot sooner than a synthetic oil. And that's really just a drawback of the conventional oil being based from a crude oil. That one could have hurt if I didn't stand up. And I do want to go into a little bit more detail of what it means for an oil to actually last longer. And I want to start this off by saying one of the main reasons that we have to change an oil in an engine is the fact that it breaks down. It loses its properties. And conventional oils based from crude oil just tend to lose it a lot faster than oils that are synthetic. So basically what happens over time with a conventional oil is it breaks down. It becomes thicker at a colder temperature and it just does not retain its original properties. And if any of you have ever changed your own oil that's not synthetic, you'll know this. I mean, when oil gets drained from an engine, it's usually thicker. I mean, it's almost always thicker than when you pour in new oil to your engine. And so the important difference between a conventional and synthetic oil is the fact that the synthetic oil doesn't break down. It actually retains its viscosity at colder temperatures after, it's been in your engine for a few thousand miles. And I'll let you guys in on a pretty important fact, and that is that 90% of your engine wear actually occurs during startup when your engine is cold, when you just go out and start your car or whatever you're driving in the morning. So to kind of just finish up that point, it's just very important for your oil to have the right viscosity, aka ease of flow when your engine is cold. And a synthetic oil just has those properties. It retains those properties better than a conventional oil. So that is just one reason why a synthetic oil is better than a conventional oil. There's actually a couple other reasons. And one being that a synthetic oil is actually just more refined. It's basically just cleaner. It's a cleaner oil than conventional oil. Synthetic oil just really doesn't have any impurities in it, and that kind of leads me into my last point why it's better, and it's really related to why it's cleaner. It's better for your parts. Doesn't leave deposits in your oil pan or on your parts or anything like that, whereas a conventional oil, it's just a little bit dirty. I mean, you're just going to have impurities throughout your engine. And the last thing I just wanted to cover is synthetic oil worth it? And I think absolutely synthetic oil is worth it. I only run synthetic oil in my Daytona. I run semi-synthetic oil, which is, you can guess, a version of synthetic and conventional oil blended. Just because my Raptor is a wet clutch, and I've just heard some things. I might switch to full synthetic on my quad though. I'm not sure. I probably will actually. But anyways, I run synthetic oil in my car as well. It's just a better oil. It's cleaner. It's science, all right, guys. That's it. Synthetic oil is 100% better than just regular old cheap conventional oil. And my advice to anybody would be to run full synthetic oil. It's twice the cost, but you never know. You might get twice the life out of your engine. So guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe below, and I will see you guys next Saturday for another video.